What's up, everyone? Today's day 28 of phase 3 of the Live Hard program. 2 days left after this. I woke up today at 2:45. I got my first 45-minute workout done, which consisted of another full body circuit with my adjustable dumbbells inside my camper with some push-ups and some ab work extra. I got that done and basically got ready for work. Started my work day at 4:30. I worked till 4:30 p.m. and as you can tell, I'm at my house. I was able to leave work at 4:30 p.m. Just basically pass off the shift change notes and hit the road. It's an hour-and-a-half drive for me. Because I was driving home today, I did my 45-minute outdoor workout at work. I put on my 45-pound bag and I walked close to 2.5 miles like I usually do. Just walked in a big circle. It was probably a quarter-mile lap that I was making, so I wasn't completely in like the work area since I was wearing my FR pants, which is fire retardant pants, and like I had a sleeveless shirt on and my tennis shoes, whereas I would need my long sleeves and boots, long sleeve FR shirt, which I had ready in case somebody pulled up, which nobody pulled up. It's a Sunday, so it was a pretty easy day. I had some stuff that I had to do this morning that I got done before it got too hot, but it was just humid and muggy, and that's how it is right now in my house. I have my AC turned up to where it's 80 degrees while I'm not here, and it's hot right now still. It takes basically till I'm about to leave in the morning till it feels good inside. So since I'm not home enough to run it, I don't want to be paying for it to be cool in here for no reason, and it's not very often that somebody's inside here, so I come back every few days, and then Mackenzie comes every day also, but not hanging out, so I'm not cooling it for no reason. But anyways, feeling good. I have 2 full days left. This day is about done. I need to read. I finished my book, Jocko's book, the book Extreme Ownership. It's a story of the U.S. Navy SEALs and how to basically become a leader and accept responsibility for the things that you are responsible for. One of my new favorite authors is somebody I heard on Ed Milet's show. It's John C. Maxwell. He's probably one of the most famous authors ever. He's given probably the most speeches out of anybody in the world. This is a Becoming a Person of Influence book. I got it just to read. I read his 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication during 75 Hard, which I really liked. It was hard to remember everything, so I've got a few key points. And the main thing that I got from that book that I've kept is to, whenever you're speaking to people, try to be able to relate to them, or let them be able to relate to what you're talking about, which is a lot of what I've done this entire program for this year now. This is my 163rd video on the Live Hard program, and I try to talk about experiences that I've had or am having it currently. And so you either have learned what I did to overcome that situation, or you see me in that situation and I'm either like complaining or basically doing the things that I'm saying not to do, but showing you that that's just life. We're not all perfect. It's not ever going to be perfect. You're going to fall back on old ways sometimes, and you're going to have to recognize and reevaluate what you need to do to go forward. So I feel like I've been pretty real with everything as far as this goes for the whole year, talking about how I felt. It's just a matter of getting the videos done. My goal was to get a video out each day throughout the whole program, and I'm 2 days away from accomplishing that. So pretty excited about that, because I don't think, I have to look, but I do not think that anybody has done that so far. So try to use that to my advantage, as well as reading this book and things like this, how to be able to help people better. Learning to speak was one of the better things that I could do, and learning to edit videos, which is what I'm going to try to start doing, or am going to be doing after the phase 3 ends. I did order a sampler, like a 6-pack of cookies that I'm going to be doing a cookie review with Mackenzie on, probably Wednesday whenever they come, or whatever day they come, and get some content out like that. Possibly some other things that are not necessarily cookies or unhealthy things, but we'll see how as it comes. And then as I get ready, I'll start 75 hard again, because like I said, and I've said it over and over again, this is continual, it's lifelong. It's not you do 75 hard and you're good forever. It's not you do live hard once for the year and you're good forever. It's every year. That's why you see Andy do it every year. He does 75 hard multiple times a year. He does the entire program throughout the year with phase 1, 2, and 3. And it's just a matter of adding back to your score, your discipline score, your mental toughness score, your focus, your grit, your perseverance, all the things that are of a strong leader. You have to keep adding to your bank. Basically, you're making deposits each time you're doing these things that you tell yourself you're going to do, or that you know you need to do, or that you tell other people that you're going to do. You're adding to your bank account, so to speak. And every time that you go against what you're supposed to be doing and what you know to do, you're withdrawing from that account. And eventually you can only make so many withdrawals before you're out of money, or out of discipline, or out of grit, or out of self-confidence. It goes away, it diminishes, just like your money. And you have to be able to recognize whenever it's time to make some deposits, and then maybe there's gonna be some times when you need to make some withdrawals, and those are the days where you have to basically just push through and know that what you're doing is putting you closer to your goals. You have to be able to look at things and say, is this gonna help me, or is this gonna hurt me, as far as getting me closer to my goal or further away? And I think one of the most relatable things that I've talked about, even on the episode I was on of Real AF 75 Hard Verses, was that I know that I used to be a loser. I can identify whenever I was a loser. I had a victim mentality. I was, woe is me. I didn't have a good dad. My childhood sucked. This and that. My back hurts. I got hurt on a job building wind turbines, those big windmills. So basically, I was playing the victim card. I felt like I was owed something. And since then, since listening to the MS CEO project 7 years ago, since finally implementing the things that I was taught in the project, I have changed completely everything around. I've made over, I'm not going to get into that, but before that, I never kept a job for a year straight. With one job, never made it a year. I had a lot of different jobs over the course of my life. But since then, I've done the same job for almost 6 years. So 5.5 years. February 1st will be 6 years doing flowback well testing, completions and production in the oil field. Basically, like I have my own business. I work as my only employee. I go to jobs as a contractor. I do the work and I get paid like that. But anyways, that was all something I learned by identifying and holding myself accountable for being the loser that I was. And I was able to go on the Real AF podcast and tell everybody on the episode, which I would say if over 1 million people listened to, that I know that I used to be a loser. And most people, maybe even you, can't even tell yourself that. You can't identify it. Maybe your ego's too big, or maybe you just don't think you are. But if you are just doing the bare minimum and you think that you should be rewarded for just doing the things that you're basically supposed to do, that's being an adult and not putting any extra effort in to go above and beyond, and you're not showing up early or staying late or doing things that aren't asked of you, or you're not taking care of your kids like you should be, or you're always on your phone, or blah blah blah, all these things, you could also be a loser. You could be somebody that's always looking for a handout, or you have this victim mentality with whatever it could be. We all have had rough times, bad circumstances, unfortunate situations. Somebody died, somebody broke your heart, somebody, whatever. And we all have to deal with it. And it's not a matter of who's got the biggest sob story. It's a matter of who has the best story of how they overcame that situation. There's nothing noble in victimhood. The only thing noble is how you overcame it. So once you recognize that and you can understand that, what you're going through is setting you up to be able to help the other people that are around you in the future going through the same thing overcome it, or they can see you overcome it and they can be inspired to do the things that they know that you did so that they can do it as well. And that's just the biggest thing that you can get from watching these videos with me, or identifying to yourself that you are a certain way and you need to make some changes, is knowing that it's not about you. It's about whatever it is that your purpose is about. And for me, that's Mackenzie, my daughter. So that's my reason and my purpose. And ever since I made that, which is, I've always been in her life. But like I said, up until basically almost 6 years ago now, I was a loser. So I wasn't as good as I've been. And I think a lot of what I've done since then is to try to make up for it. And I know that we only have so much time, whether it's the kids graduate and move out or go get married, or we're getting older, or, you know, people pass away, and we're only here for it's not very long. So we need to take advantage of the time that we're here and live it to the fullest. So anyways, I need to take a shower, get my reading done. Like I said, got something in the mail today. If you want to support me, I've talked about this in the past, which I appreciate everybody liking and subscribing and commenting. I've had no negative comments, I don't think, on this whole year. I don't get a lot of views, but I also have not had any negative comments. But anyways, you can support me by using my link in the description box and buy First Form supplements. Peanut butter and jelly Formula 1. It's a whey isolate protein, very low calorie, 110 calories, 20 grams of protein, no sugar. I haven't tried it yet, but I heard it's good. So get yours. I guess that's about it. I will be back tomorrow for day 29. Peace.